What's going on, everyone? Cubeologist here again with another Average of 5 video, but this one is going to be a little more specific. I've got a topic that I want to talk about, and I want you guys to talk back to me about in the comments, and maybe we can get a conversation going. But what I want to talk about is the Diane Zhanchi, and is it still a viable speed cube? But before we get into that, I wanted to thank all of you guys that watch my videos and support me, because the last series that I started, the Puzzle Spotlight, it's actually been received really well. And I just wanted to say thank you really quick for that, because starting new things is scary, and this time it's actually worked out. I've already got more puzzles lined up to be in that, so no worries. Expect that every Saturday or Sunday. It's going to be every weekend. But once again, thank you very much, guys. But more on the topic at hand, let's talk about the Diane Zhanchi. So the one I'm using here is my original plastic Zhanchi that I got a while ago, but the performance is pretty equal to the Zhanchi that you can buy today. The only difference is it's a little bit softer, just like the Diane 2x2. If you guys haven't seen my video on the original plastic versus new plastic Diane 2x2, I explain the differences and how they're mostly just feel in that video. And that will give you a pretty good perspective on the differences between the original plastic and the new plastic Zhanchi. But I was watching a video the other day by Banded Cubing 101 where he was doing an average of 5 on the Diane Zhanchi, and it got me thinking, like, is this puzzle still a viable speed cube? Because as you guys probably know, or don't know if you're pretty new, it really dominated the market for about 5 years, I would say. The 5.66 set by Felix, the 3x3 single world record, was set on a Zhanchi. The 5.55 by Mats Valk, that was set on a Zhanchi, and there are countless averages and other singles set on Zhanchis that I'm not even thinking of right now. I know that the current world record, I'm pretty sure, was set on a Weilong. But anyway, the Zhanchi is still a good puzzle, so I got to wondering if it's still viable to compete with today. So I solved with the puzzle for the last 2 days. I've probably done 300 or 400 solves alone, because I've been trying to get a decent average for the video, which never happened, by the way, as you can see. But if I had to say yes or no, I would say that it's not actually still viable for world-class speed cubers, but for someone like me that is just sub 20, averaging about 17 seconds globally, it's absolutely viable. It's a puzzle that has problems, yeah, it feels blocky compared to modern speed cubes. Sometimes it pops. It's hard to set up. If you have to mod it, that's not easy, but it's definitely still viable. There are still really fast people that use this puzzle, and even the Guhong. So is it something that I would recommend to newer speed cubers? Definitely not. It's not something I would recommend. There's no reason to start with a worse cube just because you're new. But it's definitely something that if you already have, you shouldn't need to upgrade. Now, I upgrade for different reasons because I make videos and new puzzles inspire me to practice. So if that's your situation, definitely upgrade. But there's no need to upgrade from a Zhanchi if you're not that fast and you're worried that the puzzle will hold you back in some way. Because I would say globally, with my average on this puzzle, I was maybe 0.5 seconds slower on total. So still a really good cube. Maybe not viable if you're super fast, but definitely viable for someone like me. But let me know what you guys think down in the comments, and I'm curious to see if you still like the Zhanchi or if you still use it. But give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed. I hope you did, and you'll hear from me really soon. Later, guys. Called Puzzle Spotlight. So what this is going to be is just a weekly series of some puzzle, preferably non-WCA, but it might end up being WCA if there's something interesting, that I'm going to just show off. I'm going to sit down and talk about, maybe unbox, maybe give away, who knows what's going to happen, but it's going to be easy to keep up with because I'm really going to enjoy doing this. I'm doing a lot of non-WCA stuff here recently, so it's going to be exciting to get into. But with no further ado, let's take a look at the first puzzle. Now, I really like this.